Okay, so this video I'm going to show you how to take out the stabilizer bar links. Let me see if there's any shadow on it. Okay, the stabilizer bar links on the 2004 Honda EX. I just finished replacing the bushing, so now I'm going to start out take this out. Okay, on this driver's side, I think it's okay, but on the other side, the bottom one look like it have a leaks. So anyway, when you replace these, it's best if you just do it in a pair. And so what you need to do is this bolt up here is that's 17 millimeter. Okay, if you try to break this out and this whole thing turn on you, you can use a hex key. Or there's a bolt back here too. Okay, you put a wrench underneath here, hold the bolt, and break this loose. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have a like that, and then I'm gonna have a breaker bar way out here. Okay, on this top one it's easier if you use a breaker bar. Okay, half inch drive, 17 millimeter socket. Then on the bottom one is a little difficult because you really can't put a socket through there. So like on the other side, I'm going to use a 17 millimeter wrench. Okay, for the bottom bolt, basically I use a 17 millimeter wrench. I double wrench it, and you know, tap on this, and it should break free. There you go. Okay. So on this bottom one, you have to use a wrench to take this out. Okay, I have a problem with the top one. This thing is turning on me when I try to loosen it out. Okay, this whole thing is turning. So what you need to do is take another wrench. This one is 19 millimeter. Okay, you stick it underneath there, and then see if I can do it in one hand. Okay, hold it, and you can turn it. Okay, because it turned on you, so you can pretty much. Okay, once you got that thing loosened up, just pull them out and let's compare to. Alright, so there it is. You compare the this is a new one. The old one is this one right here. Now I can move the top one with my finger. Okay, where the new one I can't even do it on both ends. This one on the bottom one can't do it. So this one here, I think something wrong with it, because you're not supposed to move it out freely like that. Then the other thing I want to bring up is these bolts. Okay, this new one, yeah, you see the hole? It looked like it's oval on this end. I don't know if you can see it too well on the camera there. Okay. So this one on the bottom looks like it's made for locking. So I'm not going to put this on, and the reason is I'm going to change the A-frame, or actually it's a low control arms. So I don't want to put this on, because this like you put it on, I don't think you need to torque, because this thing, if you put it on tight, this thing gonna stay on. So I don't want to let on take that out, because I might have to remove this thing. Okay, but this new bolt is 18 millimeter, where this one is 17. And the only bad thing about this is this bolt inside here is also 18 millimeter. So, you know, normal mechanics, you're gonna have a you're not gonna have problem having an 18mm socket, but most wrench sets, it went from a 17 and it jumped to a 19. Okay, so you rarely ever have a 18mm wrench. And if you need one, hey, found this last night. I went to Home Depot and I paid $2.99 for this Husky brand. Okay, so if you need it, then Home Depot is the place. But like I said, the only bad thing about this is, you know, when you put this in, you're gonna need to hold this nut while you tighten it. And in order to do that, you're gonna need, if you use the new bolt, you're gonna need two 18mm wrench on the bottom, okay? Because you can't use the socket on the bottom side. On the top, you're not gonna have any problem. On the bottom side, you do. So what I do is, I'm gonna use this old nuts in here. Simply, like I say, simply because later on I may have to take this out when I try to replace that control arm. Yeah. Okay. After you clean the area up, you just slide this in. Now remember that you don't have to jack up the car or anything, because when you loosen this, the sway bar gonna move. Okay. You see, I move it up and down like that. So you can move it up and down and slide this in, okay? So I'm gonna slide in, and because I only have one hand to work with, so I have to drop it and use the bolt. There you go. Now use the bottom one. Okay, as you see, I do this with one hand, not because I'm strong. It's just the other hand holding the camera. I try to line up that bar, line up that hole to the bottom one. So I'm going to use one hand to lift it up. There you go, and just slide right in. And I'm going to secure it with this bolt, like so. Okay. Okay, the reason I use the old bolt too is, see this ball right here? If I replace in this arm, there's a bolt back here that I might have to move this ball out of the way by losing this, so I can move it around. Okay, but that's another day, because I'm still waiting for that part to come in. So after you do that, you just finger tie all these things and basically get yourself a that 18mm wrench I'm talking about. I'm gonna put it underneath here, and I'm gonna tighten it up here. The one up here, I'm gonna use a socket. The one down there, it have to be a wrench. Okay, so there's a setup. You know, as you see, I got an 18mm back there. One thing you got to be careful, because that 18mm gonna ride, I guess, the rubber boots. So you don't want to tear up the new boots. So pay attention what you're doing and slide in very slowly. Okay, so once I got it in this position, I'm gonna pause my camera and I'm gonna tighten them down. Okay, on the bottom side, it's easier if you have a 18mm right here. As you see, I put it right against that rubber seal, so you have to be careful. Okay, don't try to, otherwise you're gonna puncture that seal. So you have to put it right between there, and then you use the 17mm on this side, and I double wrench it, so I push down on this, and on the other side I also push down, and that will give you the tightness that you need. Okay, it's supposed to be 59 pound torque, but there's no way you can fit the torque wrench on the bottom there. Okay, on the top here, yeah, you can torque the top one, no problem. But no. Okay, I'm all done on the driver side. I came over to the passenger side and I finished installing it in. Okay, the new stabilizers link. Like I say, I reused the old bolt. So what's next for me is I'm going to use this protectant. I'm going to spray it on these rubber boots and you know, the CV joint, and then of course that new bushing I put on. And this gonna be my maintenance for, I guess every time I change the oil, I'm gonna swing down here and, you know, give a little protectant on these joint or bushing. This is a problem that I tried to prevent right here. This is what happened if you don't do anything, right? Of course, I bought this car brand new in 2004, and so you know, as you see, it's all cracked up. I don't know if the camera show clear shot of that, but that's the reason that I'm going to replace that next. And that's evident when you don't do any maintenance, just do the oil change. Okay, so by replacing this bushing, you know, it's kind of like give me an idea to lubricate these rubber boots, or actually, yeah, the boots and the CV joint, stuff like that. So I'm gonna add that into my, I call it 6-month maintenance, because I change my oil every 6 months. And that's about it. I'm gonna put the tire back and take it for a test drive, and waiting for my low control arm come in, and I'm gonna, you know, show you how to work on that one. Okay, I see you next time. Have a great day.